Hey there, this is LadyJamers and happy 4th of July. I am doing a 4th of July poke cake. What is a poke cake, you ask? Well, it is, you take a regular box cake, or you can make it from scratch, and you poke the cake with a fork when it's done, and then you add Jell-O. You refrigerate it, and then you can ice it and decorate it. And that is what we're going to do today. Let me show you the ingredients of this cake here. Now, I went and already baked the cake because, you know, it's simple, follow the instructions, and if you want an even moister cake, you can add vanilla pudding to it. Now, which I didn't, if you want to know the truth. So, what you do is you dissolve the Jell-O in here, and I am doing the red and the white. Hope they come out. When you do one flavor, it comes out perfectly, and we might get a purple cake. Mom and I love purple, so hey, that would be a happy accident. So, put in your thing of Jell-O, put in a cup of boiling water, and I just boiled this. And then a cup of ice water, and come over here. And my mom always used ice to the cold water because it worked out fine. And then you mix it, and when everything dissolves, you pour it over the cake. So let's stir that one and let it dissolve. And then we'll get the blue, and we'll do that. My mother asked me if she wanted to help, but she never wants to be in the video. So she can help if she wants, but she has to be in the video. So, and then to poke, you take a fork and you come down here and you just make it. And the one Betty Crocker recipe said you do a 1/4 inch across and make sure you have a lot of holes, because that way all of it kind of goes through. So easy peasy. And it kind of, you know, has the colors of the flag in here. I am decorating this with blueberries and strawberries to make the flag part. So what you do is you can bake the cake, and the one recipe says you let it cool a little bit, and while it's still warm, you put on the Jell-O and then refrigerate it for 3 hours. So we will be finishing our video tonight. So let me get the blue. Here's the blue. I'll put that in there. Push this out of the way. Bring the blue over here. And a cup of the ice water. of the boiling water. And I think my mother's talking to the cats. They've been playing around, and you never know with cats if they're playing or they're fighting. So if you hear any noise in the background, it's either Mom or the cats, because I put the TV on mute. Now, let's see if I can get this to go over here a little bit. There we go. Now, the red is all dissolved. And if I was being fancy and really wanted to make sure this cake came out 100%, I'd get one of those syringes and put the Jell-O in it and kind of squirt wherever I wanted, make kind of a tie-dyed effect. And that is what I'm looking forward to, but I don't think I'm going to get that because I don't have that syringe. So, let me put these in here. Now, this has a little spout on it, so I'm just going to pour it in spots. And what I'm going to do probably is have half berry, red and half blue, and have a meet in the middle with purple. I think that's a good idea. Can you see? Now, basically, you use one thing of Jell-O for one cake, and I have 2 things of Jell-O. So I'm going to have some extra Jell-O left over. So let's just, and there we go. Let me bring you over here. So we have half blue, half red, and we're going to put this in the refrigerator for 3 hours, and we will see you later. Okay, now, it's been a little bit more than 3 hours, I will tell the truth. We went to the grocery store, put away the groceries, had dinner, and now, time for icing and decorating. So, let me bring you down here and show you how the cake looks. Oh, I think that's a little bit too far. I should adjust this. So, I'm going to have a visitor that I have to take down. This guy, he won't get off the counter, even though we tell him to get off. Luckily, when I was doing the first part, he was asleep. So, let me adjust this. There we go. So, we have blueberries for the blue part where the stars are, and strawberries for the stripes, and the icing makes the white. So, I'd like to know how this came out, but then I would mess up my other part. And you can kind of tell it did go blue on this one spot where I must have banged it somehow. So, this is fluffy white icing, and you can also use Cool Whip topping. And there are a lot that call this frosting also, icing frosting. It's the same thing. So, cover the top. And I was originally going to do this as a square, and then I thought, square does not, the flag is not a square. So do it in a sheet pan style. Try to get this all covered without showing any of the cake, as it's not red, white, blue, and tan. It's just red, white, and blue. Okay. And there you go. That's the first part. And wipe off my hands from the icing. So, if you want, you can take a knife and slice these in half and then put it down, which is good if you don't have that many blueberries. But if you have a whole bunch of blueberries, do the whole thing. And now, if I was meticulous about this, I would count out the blueberries and make sure that, you know, they have one blueberry for each state or whatever, or even put them in like a circle so it's like a colonial type flag. But for our purposes, I'm just making a square. And one more right there. And there is our square. Now, for these, you cut off the top, and then you can eat around that part for later. And then cut them in half, and know your knives, people. Know if your knife is, say, dull enough to cut this way, or if it's too sharp, get it on a cutting board and cut down. And now this part I didn't think out if I wanted them up or down. And I think I like them facing like this. And that's another thing. I was wondering about size. And size does matter. So let me take some of these that are really big and cut them again. That's still big. Because I don't want the stripe to be too big. Because also I want enough strawberries to do the whole flag. And Hope you can see this at a proper angle here. Yeah. Losing a strawberry. I'm going to put that there. Now, when you're doing this for friends and family, especially, I don't know, you still want it to be perfect, but if you get a little bit of icing on one of the stripes, I think that's okay, I think. And there you go. Ooh. And show you this right too. And there is our red, white, and blue poke cake. And I'm going to stop the camera, take a picture of it, and then I'm going to cut it so we see how it turned out. And it does look really good. And like I said, this is the perfect thing. The perfect thing to bring to your little July 4th party. It is nice, it is pretty, and you can also I did a little skewer kind of thing with the blueberries and the strawberries and a strawberry type rip that I'll put the link to underneath, and that is another little cute adorable kind of thing that you can bring to your July 4th party, because let's think about it, people. This July 4th is not like last July 4th. We can have our parties back if we want it. So, I'll be right back with how the cake turned out, slice-wise. So, here's the cake. I took the picture that you just saw, and I'm going to, since one side is red and one side is blue, I'm going to cut two pieces, one for me, one for Mom. And let's see, hopefully it will come. I'm making small slices because Mom said, why don't you bring us to family dinner? And I thought, I need to show how it came out. Now, I did Pam in the bottom, and whoops. Okay, so, did it come out? Yes. Did it come out of the cake tin? Not really. So, let me see if I try a bigger slice. This is when you decide that we are going to do this part off camera. Be right back. So, I took a spoon to get it out, and as you can see, there's where all the little pokies are. So, it did work. Does it look pretty? Maybe I should let it sit in the refrigerator a little bit more. Maybe when I show this to the family, it will cut better. And here is how the red piece came out. So you have your red side and your blue side. And like I said, to really achieve the red, white, and blue and not have it be separate, get one of those syringes and fill the Jello in, and then just go chunk, 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 you know, in different spots with your syringe, and it would be absolutely perfect. Now, taste-wise, this is good, because I had tasted it, you know? Gotta tell you guys, did it come out or not? And yeah, it did. I think it came out really nice. What do you think? And here's some of the strawberries. So we kind of have red, white, and blue right here, and red, white, and blue right here, if you think about it, right? Perfect. So, I definitely would give this a try for you to do. There is a recipe from BettyCrocker.com that has a little bit more details than what I went through. I just did the box cake and followed the directions on that. Baked it at 350, and then made the Jello, poured it on top, put it in the refrigerator to let it set for, I let it set for about 5 hours. But, as you can tell, 3 hours, 5 hours, it's all good. And you can use Cool Whip topping for the right part. You can put in some bananas for the right part if you want. Blueberries, strawberries, you name it. You can use raspberries too. And so, happy 4th of July. Have a wonderful day. Be safe. And remember to like, subscribe, tell your friends about LadyJamers channel. And remember to hit those notification bells to be reminded of every video that we have. So, have a great day. We will see you later. And I am putting a little, ingredient how-to kind of thing in the end of the story. Take care. Bye-bye.